Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. It's Marine Midnight, and in my next video, I'm going to be delving into 5 true scary things that took place on Halloween. So if you would like to learn more about these spooky and a lot of the time disturbing happenings, please do stick around. This incident took place in Frederica, Delaware in 2005. Whilst trick-or-treating, people passed by one house that had a particularly attention-grabbing decoration hanging from a tree. For hours, passers-by admired this decoration for its lifelike appearance, believing it to be the result of some very clever special effects. Eventually, after being dismissed as a holiday prank, police discovered it to be the body of a 42-year-old woman who had committed suicide by hanging herself from a tree. Her body, suspended 15 feet above the ground, was easily seen by passing vehicles and by homes across the busy road. "It looked like something somebody would have rigged up," said one witness. The next story took place in Pasadena, Texas in 1974. On Halloween night, Ronald Clark O'Brien poisoned 4 jumbo-sized pixie sticks with cyanide and proceeded to give them out as Halloween candy to both his son and daughter, along with 4 other children in his neighborhood. O'Brien had previously taken out a substantial life insurance policy on his children and was hoping to cash in this Halloween. He had given the poisoned candy to other children too, in order to cover up his intentions. Luckily for these children, along with O'Brien's daughter, they did not eat the candy. O'Brien's 8-year-old son Timothy, on the other hand, wasn't as fortunate. After ingesting the pixie sticks, he died soon after. Justice was not, however, on Ronald O'Brien's side. He was found guilty of his crime and put to death in 1984. The third Halloween incident occurred in West Englewood, Chicago in 2011. 49-year-old Maria Adams was killed by a neighbor on Halloween. The incident took place at the home of Liddell Peoples around 2:30 p.m. According to reports, Peoples had become enraged when a bag of candy suddenly disappeared from his house, and he accused Adams of stealing it. She was stabbed 10 times with several steak knives, sustaining wounds to the face, hands, and forearms. Adams also had hemorrhaging in the brain and underside of her scalp, suggesting that her head had also been stomped on. Peoples was found guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to 30 years in prison. This next event actually happened on Halloween Eve in New Jersey, 1938. Mass hysteria broke out after legendary director Orson Welles broadcasted a play by H.G. Wells on CBS radio called War of the Worlds. Due to its innovative news broadcast style, this play, which announced that
Martians have invaded New Jersey,
caused many listeners to panic, believing that aliens really had landed. About 12 million people were tuned into this broadcast, and about 1 in 12 thought it was real. This hysteria caused mass stampedes in some places, and unfortunately even some suicides. The War of the Worlds broadcast is considered as one of the greatest pranks ever pulled, and helped to boost Orson Welles' showbiz career. Welles famously quipped, "We annihilated the world before your very ears and utterly destroyed the CBS." Our final horrid story happened in Wisconsin in 1973. On Halloween night, a man by the name of Gerald Turner was meant to go to his girlfriend Arlene's mother's house for dinner. At the last minute, however, Turner said he wasn't feeling well and asked her to go on without him. When Arlene arrived home at 11 p.m., she noticed that Turner was still awake and their bedsheets were crumpled on the laundry room floor. Shrugging this off, Arlene went to sleep. It wasn't until later that she found out a little girl in their street had been savagely murdered in their very own bed. Lisa Ann French had been trick-or-treating that night when she unluckily knocked at Gerald Turner's door. What happened next is unclear, but it ended with the death of a little girl whose body was found 3 days later in a field on the outskirts of town. Turner was found guilty of the crime and sentenced to 39 years in prison. Whilst incarcerated, he penned a haunting letter to Lisa, which said,
"Then I see the delight in your eyes turn to fear as I shut the door behind you."
Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed listening to these 5 true stories that took place on Halloween over the years. If you made it this far, thanks so much for sticking around and listening to me. If you'd like to hear more, please do click that subscribe button and leave this video a like. Also, comment down below any other spooky stories that you've heard of that actually happened on Halloween. I'd love to hear what you guys come up with. And until next time, bye for now.